Once upon a time, Alice found herself back in Wonderland, a magical land where anything was possible. She wandered through the enchanted forest, her blue dress twirling as she followed the sound of soft humming. Alice was eager for a new adventure, but something seemed different today. The usual cheerful chatter of Wonderland had grown quieter, and the animals and creatures she passed looked sad. As Alice continued her journey, she saw the Cheshire Cat lounging in a tree. His famous grin was nowhere to be seen. "Cheshire Cat," Alice called, "why aren't you smiling today?" The cat sighed and said, "It seems that all of Wonderland has lost its smile. Everyone is gloomy and no one knows why." Alice was puzzled. "We must find the reason and help everyone smile again," she exclaimed, determined to bring back the joy. Alice set off to visit her old friends. First, she visited the Mad Hatter, who usually threw the most delightful tea parties. But when Alice arrived, the tea party table was empty. The Hatter sat with his head in his hands, looking sad. "Mad Hatter, where's your famous tea party?" Alice asked. "I can't host a tea party without happiness," the Hatter said sadly. "The cakes won't rise, the tea has no flavor, and even the cups don't clink the same." Alice offered him a warm smile. "Let's try to bring some happiness back. How about we spread kindness? Maybe that will help Wonderland find its smile again." The Hatter nodded, and together they made a plan. They would visit all the creatures of Wonderland, sharing kind words and small gifts to lift their spirits. Next, Alice and the Hatter visited the March Hare, who had been too grumpy to join any tea parties lately. Alice gave him a flower and said, "You always bring fun to our parties. We miss your laughter." The March Hare's ears twitched, and for the first time that day, he smiled a little. "Thank you, Alice. Maybe I'll join the next party." They continued their journey, sharing kindness with everyone they met. Alice complimented the Queen of Hearts on her beautiful garden, which made the Queen blush and declare a new garden party for all. The Hatter shared his favorite hat with the sleepy dormouse, making her giggle as it slipped over her eyes. With every act of kindness, the joy in Wonderland slowly returned. Laughter started to bubble up from the creatures, and soon even the skies looked brighter. Finally, they arrived at the Cheshire Cat's tree again. The Cheshire Cat grinned wide. His smile returned at last. "Well done, Alice. You reminded Wonderland of something very important. Kindness and care for one another are what keep us all smiling. Alice smiled back, proud of what they had accomplished. Sometimes all it takes is a little kindness to bring happiness back, she said. That night, Wonderland was filled with music and laughter, and everyone gathered for the biggest tea party they had ever had. Alice sat with her friends, sipping tea and feeling content, knowing that small act of kindness could make a world of difference. As the stars twinkled above, Alice felt her eyes grow heavy. Wonderland had found its smile again, and soon Alice drifted off to sleep, dreaming of all the adventures yet to come. Moral of the story: kindness has the power to brighten the darkest days. By showing care and compassion, even small acts can bring happiness to others and ourselves. Always remember, a smile can go a long way. Good night, little one. Keep dreaming, and remember, you have the power to enlighten the world.